Hello there, my lights are literally killing my eyes, but it's fine. I have to record this video, and it's how you can actually build a consistent income stream as a coach or consultant or anyone that has an audience or a following. So, this is basically the one big thing that kind of like keeps you from hitting big numbers consistently. And a lot of coaches, they get like spikes of revenue where one month they make good revenue, another month they just die or whatever, and then another month they do pretty good, but it's never predictable. So in this video, I'm pretty much going to walk you through like probably one of the most sustainable systems that's completely out there, and it's completely organic. It doesn't require any sort of money. The only thing you need to invest into it is obviously what's in here and the time that you have. So how did I figure out this system? So I mentioned in my videos a lot that it's called being hyper observant. So you basically don't really want to listen to how most gurus and coaches are telling you how to get rich. So let's say, for example, like a coach or someone is telling you, oh, go do ads or something like that, and then you check that same coach, and the same coach is making YouTube videos every single day, he's making content every single day, he's making webinars every single month, and he's basically saying, oh, go do ads or something like that. I'm not name calling anyone, but there are people, they know who they are, but there are people that say that stuff, and they don't show you what they're doing essentially. Well, they will show you, but they wouldn't like teach that to you. But you want to basically copy what they're doing in order to get rich, because that's basically what got them there in the first place. So I've pretty much broken it down by being super hyper observant to a couple things that these coaches and consultants do. Well, at least the bigger ones. So basically what they do is that they promote attention grabbing assets. So like they gather attention very, very quickly, and this is the one thing that's super important. They gather eyeballs really quickly, and the way that they do this is with they do reels, they do shorts, they do all that fun stuff, the little clips. They say something outrageous and then it goes viral or something like that. They do two-step posts, they give something away of value for free. They do stories, they do tweets is a very, very good one as well too. And then what they do is that they funnel all of the people into a group of community. So let's say, for example, if you don't think this is true, like look at the groups that you might be in, for example. Like, look at the Facebook groups that you're in. How many people are in there? Who are the people that own them? And then look back at like, oh, why did I even join this group in the first place? And you're like, oh, this guy was going to give me like a free thing. Oh, it's because I wanted to be a part of his community. And now you start to see, okay. And then what they do in those groups is that they further educate you with longer content, and they give you more value. So then they do the weekly lives there. They do, the webinar stuff there. They do like the polls there. It's very interactive. You're building trust. You're talking to other people who love this one person. And then suddenly they present to you with options of jumping on a call. So they're like, hey, thank you so much for, checking out this value. I actually want to give you like, a personalized free $10,000 to $1 million a month roadmap or whatever they call it. And would you like to check out on a call? And then you're like, sure, let me jump on a call. Then they get on a call, they get educated, they present the offer, and then what happens is that they close the deal. So from just looking at this, let's say like funny tweet that you find on like, let's say Facebook, like Twitter or like YouTube, where you're like, oh, this reel is really funny, like ha ha ha, a couple of days, couple of weeks pass, and boom, you've just paid them like $30,000, like just like that. It's so simple. And then people are struggling to be like, damn, like I don't know how to make this work. It's like, look back. Like the best way to figure out how stuff work is look back to the time you spent the most amount of money on a coach or a program or like a course, and then figure out what made you buy. Figure out the exact step-by-step buying window you went through, the exact ladder that you went through. Like, what was the initial thing? How did you go through each single stage, and then recreate that for your own? And it doesn't just stop there. Like, they close the deal, and then what happens is that, well, not all of them, but most of them will use the knowledge that they gathered from doing the work and implementing it for the clients to create more assets. So basically they solve the problems, they get case studies, and then they use that to create more assets. And then this becomes attention grabbing assets, and the cycle repeats. And this is the sustainable growth for. And this is why your favorite, let's say, gurus or anything like that, they've been in the game for 2-3 years and they're still hitting like, let's say, good numbers, because they've built something sustainable. And you are not, like most of you are not wrapping your head around this system because you're just too entangled in it that you're not looking at it from like a third eye. Like you have to almost be like I don't know, like a bird or something like that, like a falcon. You want to be able to just look at everything from like a whole, like objective view. Like you just want to see the whole bigger picture, essentially. So the reason this works so well is because, I don't know why I said because twice, but it's because you actually get to keep the audience. So you own them in a group or community. Like you have them in here. Like new people every single time he does the cycle keep joining the thing. And what most coaches don't do is that they don't create a place where all the people who consume the content reside. Because what happens is that when you build up this pool of like fans and people, not just fans, like just people in general that are just consuming your content, especially if you actively give value and post, which is something that I need to be doing a lot more. Like I preach this stuff, but like I can't lie, I haven't been really consistent with my Facebook stuff. But now I'm starting to see the value of it because I'm looking at these coaches and I'm like, holy shit, like this is the real deal. So what you do from there is that once you've started with this attention generating assets, like, you know, the viral tweets, all that type of stuff, you then want to talk about the attention converting assets. So this is basically the assets you create that basically convert all of their own attention into book calls or sales. So all that you do here is that all the attention you're getting from all these tweets, all these likes, all that type of stuff, you funnel it down into via sales, like video sales, that just talk a bit more about your service. They could have your story, they could have your offer, how it helps, the gap that you help bridge. This basically is not meant to go viral. This is just meant to convert the people who are in your group, so you don't have to make them look fancy. Like you can see, like look at the production quality of this video. Like it's terrible. I'm using like cheap lights and they're so bright, it's literally killing my eyes. And it's like, and I have this flipping word, like look at this, like they're not even aligned. Like look at this shit, bro. So it doesn't have to be fancy. And then obviously from here, you know, it's a booked quote if you're like doing something high ticket. If you're doing something low ticket, then you can pretty much directly send it to the sale. But this is pretty much all organic, and the step-by-step way is literally this. Like I can literally send you guys screenshots of this. Like you can just use this because every single thing you buy, you go through this system. And I hope this actually helps you, you know, build something that's sustainable for your coaching business, or it can give you some insights. Like start building stuff like this, guys, because the people who like build this stuff, they get to stay in the game for so much longer, guys. So I hope this actually helps you, and I hope I didn't rant too much. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll speak very soon. Peace out.